Welcome to Maths. This is Mangeya, the Maths Eagle, right? So this one is for Zimsec, Zimbabwe School Examination Council. Mathematics paper 1. It's all level, ordinary level for November 2018 session. That's paper 1. Then after watching this video, please like, share, and subscribe to this nice, it's powerful video actually. Right, let's get started. Then, if the degree of accuracy not specified, please 3 significant figures, unless otherwise stated. Then, unfortunately, in this paper, no calculators are needed. No calculators in this calculator, basically. Then, question number 1. Simplify 2 to the power 3 over 5 squared, giving the answer as a fraction. 2 to the power 3 is 2 times 2 times 2. Over 5 squared is 5 times 5. So it will be 8 over 25. Done. Next, express as a decimal fraction. 6 over 25. So it says 6 over 25. It says 6 into 25. 25 into 6. It's 0. Then you put 0. 25 into 60 is actually 2. Remainder 10. 25 into 10 it can't. Then 25 into 100 is 4. So it's 0.24. Done. The next question item number 2. Express 0.125 in standard form. Standard form always is in the form of a times 10 to the power n, where this a, it's a number that is between 1 and 10. And this n is an integer. Integer is just a whole number. It can be negative or positive, but as long as it's a whole number, it's called an integer. So 0.125. So you say 0.125 in this case, right? So for this number now to be a number that is between 1 and 10, it means your comma is supposed to be between 1 and 2. So you write your answer, you say 1.25. So you have to put your comma there. Then you say times 10 to the power, right? Then the power now, that's n, represent the number of digits that your comma actually have jumped in this case. So in this case, your comma was between 0 and 1. And it's now between 1 and 2. So there's only 1 digit in this case. Then check. We have moved to the right. So it means my power is supposed to be negative. Or this number here is actually bigger than the original value. Then your power will be actually negative. But if this number is smaller than the original value, then you can say your power will be positive. That's another trick. Then question number 2. The following is a list of real numbers. Choose from the list a square number. A square number is a number whose square root is an integer. That's called a square number. So in this case, a square number, we have 121. It's a square number. What else? So please take note. Root of 64 is not a square number. 64 is a square number, but root of 64 is not. Why? Because root of 64, this one the same as 8. Right? So is 8 a square number? It's not. What's the square root of 8? Decimal. The next irrational number is a number that cannot be expressed in the form a over b. So it can't be expressed in the form a over b. So in this case, we have pi, we have root 3 over 2. So you can just sign, you can just write pi. Pi is always irrational. Then next, they said numbers. So you can say root 3 over 2. So they said numbers. So there are 2. Right, then number 3, question 3, express 4 times 5 to the power 3, then as a number in base 5. Base 5, so you say 4 times 5 to the power 3, plus 3 times 5 to the power 2, plus 2, as a number in base 5. As you can see, this item has been expressed in powers of its own base. So the bases must be, or the powers must be flowing. 5 to the power 3, then it's supposed to be followed by 3 times 10 times 5 to the power 2. Then the next one is supposed to be 5 to the power 1. So it means 5 to the power 1, there's nothing. So it will be 0 times 5 to the power 1. Then plus, then this one 2 was 10 to the power times 5 to the power 0. But 5 to the power 0 is 1 times 2 is 2. So you just take these values 4 here, and you have 3 here, and you have 0 here, and you have 2 here. Then base 5. So it's 4, 3, 0, 2, base 5. Just like that. Then B, evaluate, giving the answer in base 2. It's addition of number bases. Let me write it here. 1, 0, 1, 1, 1 base 2. Then we have 0, 1, 0, 1 base 2. Right, giving your answer in base 2. Giving your answer in base 2. So let me put base 2. Right, in number bases, your number must not be more than or equal to the base. In this case, is base 2. So you can say you are adding 1 plus 0, it's 1. So 1 is less than the base 2. So you have to write 1 here. Then on this part, 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. But what you have to write here must not be more than or equal to the base. It's more like you are in base 10. If you can say 19 plus 85, like this one, something like this, it's base 10. It will always be base 10, this one, when the base is not given. You can say 9 plus 8. What do? It's 17. But you don't write 17 here, right? What do you write? You write 7. Why not 17? Because 17 is a number that is more than our base 10. Right? So you write 7 here, then you carry 1. Then on this part, you say 9 plus 1 is 10. Then 10 plus 0 is 10. You don't write 10 here. Why? Because it's equal to the base. So what do? You carry, you write, so what do? You divide by the base actually. So on this part, you say 9 plus 8 is 17. Then you have to divide by the base 10. So it's 1, remainder 7. So you write the remainder 7, then you carry this one. This is the one that you have carried here. Then you say 9 plus 1, 10. So it will be 10 here. So you can't write 10 because it's equal to the base. So instead, you divide 10 by the base 10. So whenever a number is equal or more than the base, you divide by the base. So it will be 1 remainder 0. So you write 0 here. Then you carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2 is less than 10. You just write 2 here. So that's the same concept that you have to apply in any base. In this case, it's base 2. So if you can say 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2 is equal to our base. So you divide 2 divided by 2. So it's 1, remainder 0. You write the remainder here 0. Then you carry this one up there. 1 plus 1, 2. Then it's still the same thing. You can't write 2. So you write 0 remainder. Then you carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So you write the remainder 0. Then you carry 1. On this part, 1 plus 1 is 2. You can't write 2 here also because it's base 2. So you write 0, you carry 1. Then 1 plus nothing here. 1 plus 0 is 1. So this will be your number in base 2. Just like that. Then item number 2. Evaluate, giving your answer in base 7. So these ones is in base 7 actually. It looks like it's a power. It's the base. So it will be 5, 1, 2, minus 4, 3, 5. And this one is base 7 now. Base 7. Give your answer in base 7. You are subtracting in this case, right? So in subtracting, the concept is the same. You say 2 minus 5, it can't. Then what you carry is the base. So you carry the base. Base is 7. Then you add to this one, it will be 4. So you say 7 plus 2, 9, minus 5 is 4. Then you say 1 minus 4, it can't. You carry the base, which is 7 in this case. Then you add 1 to be 5. Then you say 7 plus 1 is 8, minus 4 is 4. Like this. So the answer, 44 base 7. Just like that. Then question number 4, express 0045 in 24-hour notation. 24-hour notation is AM, PM. That's 24-hour notation. That's 12-hour notation. Then 24-hour is hours. So this one is 0045 hours in 24-hour. Then in 12-hour, it will be 00 is 12 midnight. So it's 12:45. Then this one will be AM. It's past midnight. Right. Then B, Gota's local time is 3 hours 45 minutes ahead of Harare's local time. Find the time in Harare when the time in Gota is 21:23. Gota's local time is 3 hours 45 minutes ahead of Harare. Find the time in Harare when the time in Gota is 21:23. So this time in Gota is 3 hours 45 minutes ahead of Harare. So to find Harare when the time in Gota is this one, you subtract 3 hours 45 minutes, right? So you subtract time. So you say 21, 23, 3 hours 45 minutes. Right? When subtracting time now, you subtract. When subtracting time, you say minutes, then hours separately. So you say 23 minutes minus 45. It can't, right? So you borrow 1 hour from this one. It will be 20. Then you borrow 1 hour, you put it here so that it will be 60 here. Right? So you say 60 plus 23. 60 plus 23 is 83. That's 83. Then you say 83 minus 45 now. That's for them on the mini side. So it will be 13 minus 5. 13 minus 5 is 8. Then 8 minus 5 is 3. So on the minus time is 38. Then 20 minus 3. 20 minus 3 is what? Is 17. So it's 17:38. That's the time in Harare. Hours. Please take note, put units. This one is 24-hour notation. So you have to put or to use hours. Then convert 5 square kilometers to hectares. 5 square kilometers to hectares. So 1 hectare is 10,000 square meters. That's 1 hectare. So what you do is you convert. So you can do it this way. It's a simple one. Draw a rectangle. Then after that, you write 5 square kilometers in this case. Then what are the measurements that can give you 5 square kilometers? It's 5 kilometers by 1 kilometer. So that's what you do. Then after that, you have to change to square meters first. Because 1 hectare is 10,000 square meters. So you can change to square meters first, right? So it will be you change 5 kilometers to meters. So it will be 5,000. Then this one, it will be 1,000 meters. So if you can say 5,000 times 1,000, what do you get? You get 5 million. And this will be square meters. So you change to meters. So 1 hectare is 10,000 square meters. What about 5 million square meters? Then it's obvious, it's more. Use proportion. So it will be 5 million over 10,000. Yes, then you cancel the zeros. So these 3 zeros, these 3 zeros. We have 1 0, we have 1 0. So it's 500. 500 hectares actually. It's 500 hectares. 500 hectares. HA. Done. The next question. Question number 5, it reads, express 6.07 in ordinary form. So you just count. So it's 6.07 times 10 to the power 4. So these 4 represent the number of decimal places or digits that the comma is supposed to jump, right? So in this case, the power 4, so you count going to the right side. So it will be, this comma is supposed to jump 4 digits. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this part you put 0 and you put 0 like this. So it will be 60,700. So that's the number in ordinary form, just like that. So you are coming from standard form to ordinary form. Even if you want to go back, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You still count towards the left side. Then B, evaluate, giving your answer in standard form. Right, what you do here, there is a plus sign here, which means you can be able to factor out something here. Like or convert to ordinary form first, then you add in ordinary form, then after that you convert back to standard form. 10 to the power negative 1, the same as 1 over 10, or the same as 0.1. Then 10 to the power 1 is 10, then 2.53 times 10 is 25.3, then plus 6.1 times 1 over 10. So it will be 0.61, like this. Then you add these 2 items, it will be 25.3 plus 0.61. So you add like this. The commas, they must be aligned together. Then 0 plus 1 is 1. 6 plus 3, 3 plus 6 is 9. Then 25, this will be 25. Then after that, you have to convert 25.91 to a number in standard form. So it will be, your comma is supposed to be between 2 and 5. Like here. For this number to be a number between 1 and 10. Right? So it will be 2.591 times 10 to the power. Your comma actually have moved 1 place. So it will be the power 1. Then you can say done. Then 3 significant figures, you write 2.59 times 10 to the power 1. You can even put it like this, still it will make sense. Next, question number 6. In the diagram, AQ and BS are parallel lines such that AQ and B S are parallel lines such that PQ is equal to PR. PQ is equal to PR is there indicated with those lines. Then APR is 84 degrees given, and RQS is 90 degrees given. Then find PRQ. PRQ. Right, this one is isosceles triangle. PRQ is isosceles. Isosceles, what do you understand about that one? Base angles of an isosceles triangle, they are the same, they are equal. Right? So which means this angle and this angle, they are the same. Which means angle PRQ is equals to angle that is PQR. Like this. They are the same. They are base angles of an isosceles triangle. Then we have adjacent angles on a straight line. This angle in 84 degrees. That's angle RPQ is equals to 180 minus 84. Reason, these are adjacent angles on a straight line. They are supplementary, which means they add up to 180 degrees. So if you can say 180 minus 84, what do we get? 180 minus 84. Like this. Right? You get 96. So this angle is supposed to be 96, like this. Yes. Then, if you can want this one, these two angles, that is PRQ and PQR, then you can say 180 minus 96 is 84. Then this 84 divided by 2, then is get 42. So these angles are each 42. Or can use the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. Like if you can have a triangle like this, then the exterior, if it's x, then the interior, we can have x and y. So you can say x plus y is equal to, let me put z here, is equal to z. So the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. Like this. So this angle is supposed to be 42. It's PRQ, 42 degrees. Then next, QRB is this one. Right, since this one is 90 degrees, we have Z angles in this case, right? So Q, where's QR, then B. You have to find this angle first. That is PRB. How can you find PRB? You can use interior angles like this. Interior angles on parallel lines. These are co-interior angles. This angle and this angle, which is 84 here, plus this angle, I can call it X. These angles, they are supplementary, which means they add up to 180. These are co-interior angles. They add up to 180 degrees. So you can say PRB is 180 minus 84, which is equals to 96. Or you can use even Z angles. So 96, then 96 here on this side. These are Z angles also. It's equal to RPQ. It's still the same thing, right? Then next, so to find this angle, the angle required now is QRB. So it will be 92 plus 42. So it's 96 plus 42, which is equals 8 here. It's 138 degrees done. Then next, QSR. Right. So this angle, to find this angle actually, is 42 degrees. These are Z angles. 42 degrees is equal to PQR. It's equal to PQR. These are Z angles. Then if you have that one, then this angle here, you can use triangle RQS. Triangle RQS. Then you can say 90 plus 42 from 180. Right? So 90 plus 42 from 180. That's our angle. 90 plus 42 from 180. 90 plus 42. Then what do you get? 2 here. 132. Then from 180. 180 minus 132. Then 10 minus 2. 0 minus 2 it can't. So you borrow 1. It will be, you increase 4 here. Then it will be 10 minus 2 is 8. Then 8 minus 4 is 4. So it's 48 degrees. Just like that. Next question. Question number 7. Solve the simultaneous equations, right? You can use elimination or substitution. In this case, I can prefer to use elimination, right? Substitution works very well, given that one of the coefficients of the unknown, these are letters, like in this case, it's x and y. If one of the coefficients of these unknowns is 1, then substitution will be the best. But in this case, coefficient of x on the first equation, that again equation number 1, the coefficient of x is 2, coefficient of y is 3. Then on the second equation number 2, coefficient of x is 3, coefficient of y is -5. So it's not 1. So what do? You eliminate. Let's eliminate x in this case. You multiply this one by, we want the coefficients of x to be the same on the first equation and the second equation. So you multiply the first equation by 3 and the second equation by 2, so that it will be 6x. Right, let's multiply the first equation by 3. 3 times 2x is 6x, plus 3 times 3y is 9y. Then it's called 3 times 11 is 33. Then 2 times 3x on the second equation is 6x. So 6x, that's what we want to achieve actually. So the coefficients of x must be the same. That's for you to apply or to use elimination method. Then 2 times -5 is -10y is equals to 2 times -12 is -24. Like this. Then you subtract so that x can be eliminated. So it will be 9y plus 9y minus -10y. Plus 9y minus -10y is 19y is equals to, then 33 minus -24. Here you get 7 here. Then you get, so it's 57, right? It's 57. Then you divide by 19, so you get y is equals to 3. Then for x, you can choose which equation, whether 1 or equation 2. In equation 1 is 2x plus 3. Then where there's y, you put 3 is equals to 11. Then to be 2x plus 3 by 3 is 9 is equals to 11. Then to be 2x is equals to 11 minus 9. 2x. 11 minus 9 is what? It's 2. You divide by 2, you get your x is equals to 1. So solution set x1, y3. Done. So you write here x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 3. Then next question number 8. The wavelength W is inversely proportional to its frequency f. The wavelength W, this variation, inversely proportional is 1 over f to its frequency f. Then when f is equals to 90, W is equals to 675. So these two values, they'll always be given at random. And these values, they help you to find the value of the constant. In this case, the second stage introduce an equal sign and a constant like this. So this one is the equation connecting W, K constant, and F. Now we have to find the value of the constant using these values. F is equals to 90, W is equals to 675 is equals to K over F is 90. Then what will be your K? Which means you see cross multiply times 90 is equals to K. Right, if you can multiply the two, it's the same as 675 then times 90. So you can put, it's the same as this one, that's metric. So you can put this, you can take this 0, you can put it on this side. It's the same as 6750 times 9. So it will be 0 here. 9 times 5, 45, 5 carry 4. 9 times 7, 63 plus 4, 67. 7 carry 6. 9 times 6 is 54 plus 6 is 60. Like this. So it's 60. So our equation, so this one will be the value of K. So our equation connecting W and F, that's the equation that you want the actual. So it's W is equals to, then replace your K. So it's 6,750 over F. So this will be the equation connecting W and F. Done. Next, find the value of F when W is equals 500. So just a matter of substitution. So I say W 500 is equals to 6,750 over F. Like this. Then you cross multiply. The same as F is equals 500F is equals to 6,750. Then divide by 500 both sides. 500 both sides. So you get your F is equals to, then this item will cancel out. Then it will be 0 cancel out. It's 5 here. Then if you can remove 1 0, it will be 67.5 over 5, like this. If you can remove 1 0. Then after that, 5 into 60 or into 6 is 1 remainder 1. 5 into 10 is 2. 5 into 7, 1 remainder 2. 5 into 25 is 5. So it's 121.5. Done. Next, write 45.3981 correct to 4 significant figures. Significant figures, you start counting from the first non-zero digit. In this case, you start counting from 4. So it's 45.3981. So you start counting at 4. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So to 4 significant figures, you look at the fifth value, which is 8. If it's above or 5 and above, you add 1 to this one. Right? If you can add 1 to this one, it will become 10. So you can't write 10, you write 0 instead. Then you add the 1 to the item 1, to 3. Now 1 plus 3, it will be 4. So it will be 45.40 to 4 significant figures. Done. Next, a student spends 8 seconds, correct the nearest second. 8 seconds, correct the nearest second to solve a problem. Find the time limits between which the time lies in the form t lies between a and b, where a and b are constants, and t is the time. So to the nearest second, you just say 8 to the nearest second, which means the number that was rounded off is the number that was after 8, right? So you put your comma here in this case. Then below this box for the number, you put 5. Then you put 0 comma. You add and subtract this number 0.5 the nearest second. On the nearest second, just say 1 divided by 2. So it will be 0.5. You add and subtract this number just like that. It's still the same. So the lower limit, you subtract 8 minus 0.5 is 7.5. 8 plus 0.5 is 8.5. So that will be 7.5 less than or equal to t less than 8.5. So this will be your limits. Next question, number 10. Factorize 3x squared minus 15x completely. First thing, you always look out for a common factor. In this case, 3 and 15, there's 3. Then x squared and x is x actually. So you factor out 3x. You factor out 3, then x squared and it's x. Then 3x into 3x squared is x. Minus 3x into 15 is 5. This will be your answer here. Next, find the highest common factor of these items. Right? We have 8kl squared m. So for highest common factor, you check first on the numbers. 8, 28, and 36. It's 4. That's 4. Right? The letters, you take the smaller one. The smaller one. Like L squared and L. Smaller is L, right? So that's what you take on letters. The smaller one. But if it was the lowest common multiple, you're going to take the bigger or the larger one. Right? Then you say, on the letters, we have K. We don't have K on 36L squared M. So K is not a factor. Then you move on to L. We have L squared on 8 and L cubed on 28 and L squared on 36. The smaller one is L squared. That's the one that we take. Then you have M everywhere. Smaller one is just M. So this will be the highest common factor of everything done. Next, question number 11. The points A, 62 and B, 85 lie on a straight line. Find the gradient of AB. Gradient, you say, of a line that passes through 2 points. You label your items x1, y1, x2, y2. So gradient is equals to y2 minus y1. That's the formula over x2 minus x1, which is equals y2 is 5 minus y1 is 2 over x2 is 8 minus x1 minus 6, like this. So it will be 5 minus 2 is 3, 8 minus 6 is 2. So this will be the gradient 1.5. Done. Then item B, equation of the line AB, giving the answer in the form y is equals mx plus c. Equation of a line, you can just write y is equals mx plus c. M is our gradient, already have it. Then x plus c. Now we have to find c. How can you find c? You take any point. Like you have 2 points, 8.5 and 6.2. Right? Just take any points. So it's 6.2, I can choose to take 6.2. It means x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 2. So these are the points that you can use to find c. Even if you were to take 8 and 5, still you are going to get the same value of c. So I take x, y2, which is 2 is equal to, substitute in this equation. Then 3 over 2, x6 plus c. Then it will be 2 is equals to 2 into 6 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9 plus C. Then it will be 2 minus 9 is equal to C. Minus 7 is equal to C. Then you take this value, you substitute it here. It will be y is equals to 3 over 2x. Then minus 7. So this will be the equation of the line. Done. Next, simplify 2a plus 6 over. So these are expressions actually that you have to factorize. You have to learn to factorize these expressions. Right, so just use factorization. But first thing, you say 2a plus 6 over a minus 3. Then introduce multiplication since it's division. Then you invert this side. Minus 2a minus 3 over a plus 3. So like this. Then after that, you can use factorization. So this part, you can factorize a squared minus 2a minus 3. You take this and this. You multiply them, you get minus 3a squared. You find two numbers. When you multiply them, they give you negative 3 or 3. When you add or subtract, they must give you the mid value, which is called the sum. So this one is called the sum, and this minus 3a squared is called the product. So the numbers is 3 and 1. 3a and 1a. The bigger number must always carry the sign of the sum, which is negative. Then you find a sign that you have to put on 1, such that if you can multiply, they give you minus. Product minus here, it means the signs are different. If the product was positive, it means the signs are the same. So it means if the bigger number is negative, smaller number is positive, so that the signs are different. Right? So it will be a squared. You replace the sum, which is minus 2a, with these factors, minus 3a plus 1a, then minus 3. Then is equals to, you take 2 to this and this, this and this. You factor out a here, it will be a minus 3. You factor out 1 here, it will be a minus 3. So it will be a minus 3 inside the bracket. Then outside the brackets, you have a and plus 1. You put them in their own brackets. So this is the thing that will replace this top part. Then on this part, you factor out 2 here. Then it will be a plus 3 over a minus 3. Then times on this part, you replace. It will be a minus 3, a plus 1 over a plus 3. Like this. Then you simplify. A minus 3 will cancel out. Then a plus 3 will cancel out. So your final answer will be 2, a plus 1. This will be your final answer. Done. Right, next question. Question number 13. Express the ratio in its simplest form. In its simplest form, so it's 3.5 kgs is to 800 grams in its simplest form. So you can convert everything to be in grams or to be in kgs, whichever way, whichever comes first. But grams looks like it's making sense. So I can say this one, 3.5 kgs is what? Is 3,500. You multiply by 1,000, right? 1 kg is 1,000 grams. Then is to 800. So simplest form, you can say this one divided by 800. Divided by 800. Or you can say 1 over. Or just not 1 is to something. It's just simplest form. Take note of that part. So you just have to divide. So first you can divide by 100. You can divide by 100 both sides. It will be 35 is to 8. Then is there a common factor here? No. So it will be 35 is to 8. Just like that. Then next, in 2016, a farmer harvested 4.5 tons of maize. This was 20% more than what he had harvested in 2015. Find the number of tons of maize the farmer harvested in 2015. Right, so the tons 2015 are not known. So you can say, let the tons of maize be X. So this one, 4.5, was an increase 20% from the previous or from the 2015 value. So you can say X plus 20% of X is equals to 4.5 tons. Right, just like this. So the original plus its percentage, that's what gave us 4.5 tons. Then this one, you get, you can multiply everything by 100, right? You can say 100x plus 20x is equals to, then this one by 100 is 450. That's 4.5. It's 450. Then after that, you add, it will be 120x is equals 450. Then divide by 120 both sides. 120 both sides. What do we get? You get x is equals to, then divide here. This part will cancel out, then 0, 0 will cancel out. Then you can divide by 3. 3 into is 4, into 12 is 4. 3 into 45, 3 into 4 is 1, remainder 1, then 5. Is 15 over 4. Then 15 divided by 4 is what? 4 into 15. 4 into 15 is 3, remainder 3. Then 4 into 30 is actually 7, remainder 2. 4 into 20 is 5. These are the quantities in tons. Next, solve the inequality. Right, inequalities are the rule is the same as when you are working with equal sign, but the only difference is it comes when you are dividing with a negative number. Then the sign, inequality sign, will tend to change. So you can say minus 5x, collect like terms, minus 2x is less than 8 minus 4. Then minus is minus 7x, less than 8 minus 4 is 4. Then you divide by a negative number. Yes. So that's where it will be different. It will become different from the equal sign now. So this sign will change where it's facing because they are dividing with a negative number. So it will be x, then it will be negative 4 over negative 7. The same as negative 4 over 7. So that's the answer for this part. Next, write down the smallest integer that satisfies the inequality. Is this still the same inequality? Yes, it's still the same thing. So smallest integer is smallest whole number. That satisfies. So the values of x are greater than negative 4 over 7. So 4 over 7, actually, you're supposed to convert this one to be a decimal. Because if it's decimal, it's easy to work or to see clearly. You say 7 into 4 is a 0 point. Then 7 into 40 is 5. Remainder 5. 7 into 50 is 7. So it's more like 0.57. If you have to draw your number line, make use of a number line. So 0.57 negative is between which numbers? So it's 0 and minus 1. Like this, you can see. So it's between 0 and minus 1. So the smallest number, since it's greater than. So it means it starts at this point going this side. So the smallest integer is 0. Done. Next, 15. If log A is equals to 3, log B is equals to 7, calculate log AB. But what you do on this part, you are supposed to say, you just write 3. It's log A is equals to 3, right? So you write A. Let me say A. So you write A, it's log A. So you write A. Log B, you write B, and base is 10. So that's what you do. Log A, you write A. Whatever number will be there or value will be there, you just write it. Then log B, write B, then and base 10. Why? Because log of 10 base 10 is equals to 1. So if the base was 5, you're going to use 5. So log AB, you expand. You apply laws of logarithms. Log AB is log A plus log B. Is the law on multiplication. You add. Log A is 3 plus log B is 7. You substitute. So it will be 10. That's the answer here. Then B, log 1 over B. Log 1 over B, right? This one, you apply indices. Indices, it will be B to the power minus 1. Any number raised to negative power is the same as 1 over the same number when raised to a positive power. That's what you do. Then you apply another law, you bring down the power. So the first one, I applied laws of indices is equals to 1 over x to the power a. So it's from this point to this side. Now laws of logarithms, log of m to the power a is a log m. So I'm now coming from this point going to this point. So it is minus 1 log b is minus 1 times log b, which is equals minus 1 times, what is log b in this case? It's 7. Minus 1 times 7 is minus 7, just like that. Then next, cube root of 3. So logs and indices, actually, they work together. They work together. You can't separate the two items. Because here, you can see, we are now applying indices on logarithms. So it will be log, then cube root is the same as 8 to the power 1/3. That's cube root. X to the power half, the same as square root of x. X to the power 1/3, the same as cube root of x. X to the power 1 over 4 is the same as 4th root, you put 4 of x. Like this. So that's the logic. So you say, now you bring down 1/3, then times log a. So it will be 1 over 3 times log A. What's log A? Is it 3? So it's 3. 3 into 3, 1. So your answer will be 1. Just like that. Then next, these are functions. Question number 16. If a function f of x is equals to, so this one is x plus 4. X plus 4 bracket 2x minus 1. Find f of 3. So it's f of x, let me write it again, is equals to x plus 4 in bracket 2x minus 1, like this. So f of 3, this one's logic. Take note, they say it's f of x, and they have to put x here and x here. So f of 3, 3 is replacing x here. So which means where there's x, you put 3 plus 4. Where there's x, wherever there's x, you put 3. 2 times 3 minus 1. Then you simplify, it will be 12 here times 2 times 3, 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. 12 times 5 is 60. Just like that. Then solve the equation. Solve the equation. They said here 3m over 4 minus m over 3 is equals to 2.5. First thing is to convert this mixed number to be an improper fraction. That's the first thing that we have to do. So it will be 3m over 4, maintain everything, minus m over 3, then is equals to, it will be 5 over 2. It's 2 times 2 plus 1. 2 times 2 plus 1. Yes, so it will be 5 over 2. Then you find the common denominator, right? This is how we solve equations with fractions. These are equations with fractions. So the common denominator, or the lowest common multiple of the denominators in this case, we have 4, 3, and 2. Lowest common multiple is 12. So we multiply everything by 12. So you say 12 times 3m over 4. The reason is to get rid of the denominator. Is to get rid of the denominators. So that's how you get rid of the denominators. You multiply everything by the lowest common multiple of the denominators. 4 into 12 is 3. 3 into 12 is 4. 2 into 12 is 6. So it will be 3 times 3m. You can write 3 times 3m minus 4 times m is equal to 6 times 5. Write the thing that will be left first. Otherwise, you make errors. Then 3 times 3m. That's 9m minus 4m is equals to 30. 9m minus 4m is 5m is equals to 30. Divide by 5, divide by 5, you get a m is equals to 6. Just like that. Then next question, number 17. It is given that vector p is equals to and vector q is equals. Find p minus q in terms of x in its simplest form. So it will be a vector p are given. So p minus q, p is 0 minus 3. That's p. Minus q is x1. So it will be, if you can simplify this part, you just simplify the corresponding item. 0 minus x is minus x. Then minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. So it's like this, done. Next, they said find the possible values of x given that the magnitude of p minus q is equals to 5. But magnitude of a vector, if it's vector xy, then magnitude of this vector is equals to square root of x squared plus y squared. So this is the formula. So in this case, magnitude of p minus q, which is this one, minus x minus 4. So you say square root of minus x squared plus minus 4 squared, then is equals to 5. Excuse. Then excuse. Then minus x squared is x squared. Oh. Then minus 4 squared is 16. Then it equals 5. Then you remove this square root. How? You square both sides. It will be x squared plus 16. Then it's equals 5 squared is 25. Then it will be x squared is equals to 25 minus 16. X squared is equals to, this one will be 9. Then to remove the square, you put square root. So x is equals to, square root of 9 is plus or minus 3. So you put plus or minus 3. Please don't forget the minus part. Right, then question number 18a. State the special name given to a regular polygon with 4 sides. 4 sides is regular with 4 sides. It's called a what? It's not a quadrilateral. It's called a square. Please take note of that part. It's called a square, not a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is not regular. It means all the sides must be the same. All the sides must be the same. So it's called a square. Then next, the angles of a hexagon are 115, then x. Then find the value of x. Of a hexagon, how many sides? There are 6 sides. So first thing, you find the sum of all angles, all interior angles in a hexagon. Use the formula n minus 2 times 180. So it will be n, that's the number of sides or number of angles. There are 6 sides, minus 2 times 180. So it will be 4 times 180. So it's 180 times 4. Because 6 minus 2 is 4. 0, 32. 2 carry 3. Then 4 times 1, 4 plus 3, 7. So it's 720. Right? So if you can add all these items, 115 plus 89 plus x plus x plus x plus x, you must get 720. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 angles. Yes, correct. Right? You add x plus x plus x plus x is 4x. Then 115 plus 89. 115 plus 89. Then it will be 9 plus is 14. 4 carry 1 is 10. 0 carry 1 is 204. Then it will be 4x is equal to 720 minus 204. It will be 4x is equal to 720 minus 204. Then you subtract here. Here you carry 0 minus 4, it can't. So you borrow 10, you add 1 here. 10 minus 4 is 6. Then 2 minus 1 is 1. 7 minus 2 is 5. So it's 516. Then you divide by 4 by 4. You say x is equals, then 4 into 5 is 1, remainder 1. 4 into 11 is actually 2, remainder 3. 4 into 36 is 9. Done. Then next, in the diagram, ABC is right angled at B. BCD is a straight line, is shown. Then AC is 12 centimeters and BCA is 45 degrees. BCA is 45 degrees. Then they said, use as much of the information given above as is necessary. Calculate BC, leaving your answer in set form. BC. Right, to calculate BC, actually, you are given sine 45 and cos 45. So to find BC, BC is this side. You can use SOHCAHTOA, right? A SOHCAHTOA, that's the adjacent. And we are given 12 centimeters, that's the hypotenuse. So you can use SOHCAHTOA or CHASHO-TAU. Or CHASHO-TAU, still it works the same. CHASHO-TAU. So it means, this one means cos theta is adjacent of hypotenuse. Sine is opposite of hypotenuse. Tan is opposite of adjacent. This one, sine theta opposite of hypotenuse. Cos adjacent of hypotenuse. Tan opposite of adjacent. It's still the same thing, actually. So check, which side are you given? Which side are you given and which one are you supposed to find? So you are given the hypotenuse, we have to find the adjacent. So adjacent, the hypotenuse is cha, this one, or ka. That's adjacent, so it's cos. So you say cos of the angle 45 is equals to adjacent, which is BC in this case, over hypotenuse, which is 12. So it will be cos 45, you cross multiply. 12 cos 45 is equals to BC. What is cos 45? Is the root 2 over 2. So it will be 12 times root 2 over 2 is equals to BC. Then 2 into 12 is 6. So it will be 6 root 2. Then you are done. Next, find sine ACD, leaving the answer in set form. Sine ACD, this one. Leaving your answer in set form. Right, sine ACD, relationship between sine of angles. If you can say cos, first thing is sine. Sine theta, given that theta is acute, is the same as sine 180 minus theta. So that's the relation between supplementary angles. There are two angles that if you add them, they'll give you 180. Then if it's cos theta, given that theta is acute, which means less than 90, then it's cos minus cos 180 minus theta. Then if it's tan theta is the same as cos, it's minus tan 180 minus theta. So which means sine ACD is the same as sine 45, which is sine ACB, right? A. So the same is sine 45. Which is equals, is it root 2 over 2? Yes. So it's the same as sine 45. What is it? It's a supplement of that angle ACD. Then tan ACD. Tan ACD, right? Tan ACD is the same as, you can say, tan ACD is minus tan 45, right? A. So tan ACD is minus tan 45. That's what you want. So you say minus tan 45. What is tan 45 in this case? Right? Here, this side, we found it as 6 root 2. You can even use this item, still it work. Then you can find this side using Pythagoras. Or you can use soccer tool also to find side AB. Side AB. Right? So to find side, because tan of 45 is AB over, is opposite over adjacent. AB over BC. So you can find AB. Right? What is AB in this case? AB, you can say AB squared plus 6 root 2 squared is equals to 12 squared, like this. Then you can say AB squared 6 root 2, 6 times 6 is 36, root 2 times root 2 is 2, like this. Then it equals 12 squared is 144. Then it will be AB squared is equal plus 36 by 2 is 72, is 144. Then you can say AB squared is equals 144 minus 72. So it will be what? Or you can just use sine, actually. That will be easier. That will be easier instead of using this long, it's a long method, actually. So just use sine. Because this one, AB, is opposite, then over hypotenuse. So you can say sine 45 is equals opposite, which is AB, over hypotenuse. So it will be 12 sine 45 is equals to AB. So sine 45 is root 2 over 2. So it will be 6 root 2 is equals to AB. As you can check, it's the same as BC. So this one is 6 root 2. Like this. Yes, it's easier instead of using this Pythagoras. It's a bit long, right? So just have to find the easiest method or way for you to be able to simplify your items. Right? So we said here, tan ACD now. Tan ACD, this angle, is equals minus tan 45. Tan 45 is what? Tan 45 is equals to, you say tan, it's here, it's opposite over adjacent. Opposite over adjacent. So opposite is 6 root 2. Over adjacent is 6 root 2, which is BC. So it will be equals to 1. So tan 45 is equals to 1. So in other words, tan ACD is minus 1. Done. Just like that. So all the working is supposed to appear here. Next, question number 20. The table below shows the heights, age of 50 trees in a school orchard. Then write down the interval which contains the modern height. Modern height, mod is the number with the highest frequency. Or in this case, if it's class, then or interval is the interval with the highest frequency. Is which interval is this one? Frequency of 16. So it will be the class age between 6 and 8. Then the median height. Median height, which class contains the median? Right, median, you just say n plus 1 over 2 or n over 2. N is the number of items, 50. So 50 over 2, you can just say 50 divided by 2 is 25. So the 25th value represents the median. So you can check the first part, they are 12, right? Then 12 plus 16. Then you can have 12 plus 16 is 8, is 28. So which means the 25th value is still the same. It lies in this range. That's why you can have the 25. Because the first 2 to 6, they are 12. But from 6 to 8, you can 8 is now 28. But one the 25th value. So it lies within the range 6 to 8. Right, then next, calculate an estimate of the mean height of the trees. Right, mean, you say total of the values times their frequency over total of frequency, which is equals to, right, total of the values times the frequency. In this case, it's group data. So if it's group data, use midpoint. Midpoint, so you say midpoint here. Right, you say 2 plus 6, midpoint of 2 and 6. 2 plus 6 is 8 divided by 2 is 4. Then 6 plus 8 divided by 2 is 7. 8 plus 10 divided by 2 is 9. 10 plus 12 divided by 2 is 11. So use the midpoints. Now we say 4 times 12, that's the value, times 12 plus 7 times 16 plus 9 times 12 plus 4, 11 times 10. So it's 4 times 12 plus 7 times 16 plus 9 times 12 plus 11 times 10 over total frequency, which is 12 plus 16 plus 12 plus 10. That's total frequency. You add all these frequency values, right? But they must give you 50, however, because the total must be 50 trees. Right? Then you simplify this part. 4 times 12. What is 4 times 12? It's 48. Plus 7 times 16. 7 by 6 is 42. Carry 1. Then 7 times 1 plus 4 is 11. Then plus 9 times 12. 9 times 2, 18. Carry 1. It will be 10, 108 plus 110. Then over 50. 50. Then you add these items now. 48 plus 112. Or you can say 100 plus 108. 100 plus 108 is actually 1 is 218, right? Is 218. Then 218 plus 112. It will be 0, carry 1. Then it will be 3, then 3. Then this one plus 48 is 8, then this one will be 3 plus 4, 7 is 378. So it's 378 over 50. That is 50. Then it will be 15 to 378. First thing, you can get rid of the 0 so that it will be 37. 37. It will be 37.8 over 5. Get rid of this 0 divided by 10. Then it will be 5 into 37. 5 into 37 is what? 5 into 37 is 5. It's actually 7. Because 5 times 7 is 35. 7 remainder 2. 5 into 27. 5 into 37 remainder 5 into 28 is actually 5, remainder 3. Then 5 into 30 is 6. So it's 7.56. So this number must be within this range. It's 7.56. So yes, it's within the range. So it's 7.56. So that will be your mean. Then next, the probability that Temba will score in a match is 1/3. Then the probability that Alan will score in the same match is 3/4. Calculate the probability that in the same match both will score. So it will be probability of Temba will score and Alan will score, right? The probability that Temba will score in a match is 1/3. The probability that Alan will score in a match in the same match is 3/4. Calculate the probability that in the same match both will score. So it's probability of Temba will score and Alan will score. So it will be 1/3 times 3/4. So it cancel. So it's 1/4 like that. Then next, neither of them will score. So it's probability of it's neither Temba will not score and Alan will not score. So it will be probability that Temba will not score. Will score is 1/3. So will not score is 1 minus 1/3, which is equals 2/3. Alan will score 3/4. Will not score 1 minus 3/4, which is equals to 1/4. So both will not score. So it will be 2/3 times 1/4. So 2 into 4 is 2. So it's 1/6. Next, only one of them scores. It's probability of it's either Temba will score and Alan will not score, or Temba will not score and Alan will score. So it will be probability of Temba will score, Alan will not score, plus probability of Temba will not score, but Alan will score. So it will be equals to Temba will score is 1/3 times Alan will not score is 1/4 plus Temba will not score is 2/3 times Alan will score is 3/4. That's 3/4. Then you just simplify this part. So this one, 1 times 1 is 1, 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 times 3 is 6. 7 times 4 is 12. So it will be 7 over 12. So this is the answer to appear here. Done. Next, convert a speed of 12 meters per second to a speed in kilometers per hour. 12 meters per, it means over. So I say 12 meters over 1 second, like this. So you convert 12 meters to hours. How? You divide by 1000. Then it will be in hours. Then you convert 1 second to hours. How? You divide by 3600. So you divide by 60 to minutes. You divide by another 60 to hours, right? Then you divide. So it will be the same as 12 over 1000 times 3600 over 1. Like this. Because it's 12 over 1000 divided by 1 over 3600. So you can introduce a multiplication, then invert. That's where this multiplication came from. So you now do the simplification item. 0, 0 comes out. Then it will be this 0 can reduce this 12 to 1.2 and this 36. Okay, just multiply. 12 times 36. 12 times 36 is what? 12 times 36, so it's 36 times 12. So I put placeholder 0. 1 times 6, 6. 1 times 3, 3. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 carry 1. Then 6 is 7. Then you add the two items. It will be 2 here. 13, 3 carry 1. Then it will be 4. So it's 4, 3, 2. So it will be 4, 3, 2 over 100. So this will be 4.32. Then it will be kilometers per hour. For which this one 3600. Or this one is 360. So there's an error on this part. Because it looks weird. So this part, it means it's wrong. Because looking very weird. It can't be 4 point. Because 12 meters per second, that one is a big item. So there's a 0 missing on this part, on 3600, right? Sorry for that error. Then you start cancelling the items here. So it will be 0, 0 cancel out, then 0, 0 cancel out. So it will be 36 times 12 now. I still the same thing, 36 times 12. So this part was not supposed to be cancelled, to be removed. So it's 0, 6, 3. Then it's 12, 2, carry 1. Then 7. So it will be 2, 13, 3, carry 1, 432. So it's 432 over 10 now. Which means it's 43.2 kilometers per hour. Yes, it's making sense now. The next part B. Part B. This one is a speed time graph. The graph shows the motion of an athlete running on level ground at a constant speed of 12 meters per second for 5 seconds. The athlete then returns uniformly, that's deceleration, to rest until after a further 3 seconds. Calculate the total distance covered in 8 seconds. Distance covered, when it's a velocity time graph, is area under the graph. This graph, if you can check, it's this graph. That's a trapezium. So you can say distance covered is half trapezium, half the sum of the two parallel sides A plus B times height. So this side is parallel, it's A. This side is B, right? So your A is actually 5. So it's half, is from 0 is 5, plus B is 0 to 8 is 8. Then times height is 12. Then you simplify this part. So you say half or 2 into 12 is what? 6. 2 into 12 is 6. So it will be 5 plus 8, it's 13. 13 times 6, right? So 13 times 6 is 8 here. Carry 1. 6 times is 78 meters. That's the distance that has been covered or traveled in this case in 8 seconds. Then next, calculate the acceleration of the athlete in the last 3 seconds. Acceleration in the last 3 seconds. So acceleration, that's negative. That's this one's actual deceleration. So it will be negative. And it will be called deceleration, right? Or retardation. So you can use V is equals to U plus AT. Where V is the final speed or velocity, then U is the initial speed, Then A is acceleration, that's the one that we are looking for. Then T is equals to time. Right? So in this case, our final speed, since this one, it actually came to rest. So on the last, from this point, I can call point A to point B. So this is the item that I want. So from A to B, at A, the speed was 12. That's the initial speed. It's 12. Then at B, the speed is 0. It's 0. What's this rest, right? So initial speed, U, you can list U is equals to, is it 12? U is 12. Then V, final speed, is 0 meters per second. Then acceleration is the one that we are looking for. Then time is 3 seconds. Then you just substitute. V is 0 is equals to U, which is 12 plus AT. Acceleration, then time is 3. Then you can say minus 12 is equals to 3A. Then divide by 3, you get A is minus 4 meters per square second. Please take note. If they say deceleration, there's no need to put a negative sign. Why? Because it's already deceleration. They are already saying it from the way deceleration. It means acceleration must be negative. But in this case, they said acceleration, which means you must get your answer as a negative item. Why? Because it's deceleration. Right, 23. This one is circular measure. It's a circle-geometry. In the diagram, points A, B, and C are on the circumference of a circle, center O. OB is 7 centimeters given, and OB is 60 degrees. In this question, take pi to be 22/7. Calculate ACB. Right, this one, use angle at the center is twice angle in circumference. So if this angle is x, actually, it means it's supposed to be, so it's 2 times. Actually, let me just use the thing that are there. 2 times ACB is equals to 60. So ACB is equals 6/2, which is called 30 degrees. So this working must appear here. Next, so this one, it's 30 degrees. Next, OAB. So it's this one. Right, can use this triangle is isosceles. When 2 radii are joined together, they form isosceles triangle. So to find that one, just say 180 minus 60, then over 2. These are base angles of an isosceles triangle with this one. Right, so it will be 180 minus 60 is 120. 120 divided by 2 is 60. So it means these 2 angles are 60. So it's 60 degrees. Then the length of minor arc AB. Length of minor arc AB, it means this one. Length of an arc is, you say, theta over 360 times circumference of a circle, which is 2 pi r, which is called theta. The angle subtended by this minor arc is 60 degrees. Radius is 7. So it will be theta is 60 over 360 times 2. Take pi to be 22/7. Radius is 7. Like this. Then you can just simplify the item. So 360, 0 comes out. 6 into 36 is 6. Then 7 comes out. Then 6, 2 into 2, and 2 into 6 is 3. Like this, right? So it will be 22/3. Then 22/3, it will be 3 into 22 is 7 and 1/3, and this will be centimeters, right? Then the area of minor sector AOB. Area of a sector is theta over 360. You share the area of a circle times pi r squared, right? Sector is part of the area of a circle. So you just share based on the angle subtended by the sector at the center of the circle. So it's just, if you check this one, pi r squared, that's area of a sector, area of a circle. So in other words, we're just sharing area of a circle based on the angles, just like that, using proportion or ratio of angles. Then area of minor sector AOB. So the angle is 260 and the radius is 7. So it will be theta 60/360 times 22/7. Radius 7 squared, so it's 7 times 7. Like this. Then after that, you can simplify. 6. Then 0, 6 into 36 is 6. Then 7 will cancel out. Then 2 into 6 is 3. 2 here is 11. right? So it will be 11 times 7. It will be 77 over 3. 77 over 3. 3 into 7 is actually 2, remainder 1. 3 into 17 is 5, remainder 2. 3 into 20 is 6, remainder 2. So it will be 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. So it will be 25.7, and in this case is square centimeters. Right, then done. Next, question number 24. It is given that the universal set is subsets P, S, and M, such that the universal set is it contains digits 1 to 9. Then P contains prime numbers. What are these prime numbers? Between 1 and 9. Because P, S, and M are sets that are found in the universal set. So numbers between 1 and 9. So prime numbers, there is 2, that's the set P, 2. Then there is 3. A number that have only 2 factors, one in itself. There is 5 and there is 7. These are numbers in set P. Then S contains perfect squares. So what are these perfect squares? We have 1, we have 4, we have 9. So these numbers whose square roots are whole numbers. Then we have multiples of 3, that's M. M multiples of 3, we have 3. Then we have 6 and 9. These are the 3 sets. Then they said list all the elements of P. This value, we just put them here. Then item number B, write down numbers in P intersection M, S intersection M. In other words, the numbers or the things that are found on all these items. So we have 149, we have 66, so nothing. So it's 0. There are no numbers that are found in all the sets, right? Then next, complete the Venn diagram by inserting elements in correct regions, right? So it will be, even this set, actually, this set can tell you that there are no numbers that are found in all the sets. From this one, they are telling you the answer, actually, right away. Then they said, we want to complete this Venn diagram. P, we start with intersection always. So P and M, compare set P and M. So we have common, we have 3, just 3. That's the only number that is found in both P and M. Then we have M and S. M and S, we have 9. That's the only number found in both the sets, right? So you can now write the things that are found in P. In P, we have 3 here in this case. So there's 2, 5, 7. Then we have M. M we wrote already 9. So it's 3 and 6. Sorry, it's 6 actually. It's 6. Both 3 is appearing on the other side. So it's just 6. So it's just 6, right? Then on S, S we have 9. So we have 1 and 4. Then we have things that are outside the universal set. So a number which we didn't write here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no 8. So 8 is supposed to appear outside the universal set, just like this. So set completed. Next, question number 25. This one is transformation. The graph shows triangles X and Y. Triangle Y is an image of triangle X under a certain single transformation. Describe fully the single transformation which maps triangle X onto triangle Y. X onto Y, so this one is Y, and this one is X. Right, X onto Y, so you check. Number 1, you check on the direction, you check on the size. If size is still the same, so size and direction. Size is still the same, it's either translation or rotation. Rotation, that's where size remains the same, or reflection. These are the 3 items where size can remain the same. Then size changes. It's changed on enlargement. Enlargement. But sometimes when the scale factor is -1, it's a bit tricky. Then we can have stretch. Then we can have shear. These are the 3 where size will change. But in this case, is size the same? Yes, it's the same. The size is still the same. What about direction? Now we check on the direction. If direction is the same, then it's always a translation. But if direction have changed, then it's either a rotation or reflection. But rotation, direction will change. Then reflection now is like the image will face exactly opposite direction as the original shape. So check this one, size same, direction same. So it's a translation. Right, translation, then you have to find the vector of translation. Translation vector, you say image point minus original point. Image point minus original point, right? So you can take, what is the image, which one is the image here? X onto Y. X onto Y. So image, so you can take this point. Is the same as this point, right? These are the points. So image is this point, which I can say here is x0, y8. That's the image point minus original point. It was x6, y5. So if you can subtract here, you get minus 6 and 3. That's the transition vector. Done. Then next, triangle Z is the image of triangle X under enlargement of scale factor 2 and center 0, 0. State the matrix that represents this enlargement. Right? Enlargement is, you say, scale factor times identity matrix 1, 0, 0, 1. That's enlargement. So it will be scale factor is 2, then times identity 1, 0, 0, 1. So it's like this, or you can just put 2 inside. So it will be 2, 0, then 0, 2. So this will be the matrix representing an enlargement. Done. Then draw and label Z, triangle Z. Right? Enlargement. So first thing, you mark the sender. Sender is 0, 0. Sender is 0, 0 is this one. Then the scale factor can either be negative or positive. Negative scale factor means the image is on the opposite side of the sender. But positive in this case is 2. It means the image is on the same side of the sender of enlargement as the original shape. And the scale factor 2, it means the image size have been magnified or multiplied by 2. Right? They are now twice the original. So the image, the original shape, the image is now twice the original shape. Just like that. So you mark the sender. Then after that, you join. You join the points. So it's triangle. Is it X or Y? It's X. So you join now. You find your ruler. Then you join these items. You join them. Then you join the furthest point of a triangle, like this and this. Like this. Yes. Yeah, my lines, they look better. Right, then you are supposed to now to draw the image of this one. So what you do now is you say scale factor is supposed to be twice. So you can use distance of image from sender over distance of original point from sender is equals to scale factor. In that case, it will still make more sense, right? So you join, then our scale factor is 2. Where are you? My scale factor is 2. Yeah. So you can say use image side over original side. That's it's called scale factor. So you can say scale factor is equals image side, or you can say distance of image from sender. Distance of image from sender over distance of original point from sender. This one will work. Right. So image from sender, my lines is a problem. So you can just use this one, this formula, right? I can't draw straight lines properly here in this case, right? So this is the formula that you use. So it's 2 is equal to distance of image. You can call it X for the first part, this one, then this one, and this one. You can say original point. So you count from the sender to the first point, from the sender to the second point, from the sender to the third point, right? Or from the you can use 1 and 3. Still, it will be the same. You still get your original, your image shape, right? Then please like, share, and subscribe. This one is a powerful item. Thank you.